Pimps, welcome all. Welcome to Pimp. P.I.I.M.P. The acronym that stands for Put It in My Pocket. In the stock game, you ladies are pimps too. I, I am the charmer, aka the penny stock pimp. I'm Holis. I'm Dolis. $250 to my name, with a goal to get $2,000 within a 3-month time frame to be ready for the PDT rule change. Can I pimp? Can I put it in my pocket through this market? Or will I flop like most day traders in the market? Well, we've been pimping. I mean, it really haven't been from a standpoint of you seeing the account grow from last week. But the fact is that we know that we have a bottom rich anchor in this account, anchor in this stable. And what that does is that gives us the confidence to know that we have something of great value that, given it a little bit of time, a little bit more exposure, we would get ourselves in a position where we're able to really pimp off of the market because we have a bottom rich that we found as a gem on the bottom, and we're able to ride this one up and really capitalize on the value of an undervalued stock in your stable. So, um, it's been a while since I actually looked at it and done a review of what we've started with from last week. Was doing a couple of other things, but on the Monday, I think we bought one more share of TSCO. So we bought one more contract of that. I think Wednesday, nothing. Well, Wednesday actually we were able to buy a couple more. So now we have 13 contracts on the $45 strike, 7/17/26 expiration. And those are faring up pretty well, you know what I mean? They're holding up pretty well, and like I said, when we look at the chart, we will see that a lot going on here. Yeah, we definitely see here when we look at the chart that we have bled, you know? I made fun of it, you know what I mean, by saying that, we had these 7 days of bleeding, then we spotted one day, and then we bled 2 more days, spotted. I said bled two. That was the last time I checked on it, but since then we've bled 3 more days, 4 more days, so 6 days in a row, and now we're seeing, the evidence of spotting now. Okay, we're in a spotting. We're in a position now where, it looks like we're bottoming out, hopefully. You know what I mean? And maybe we can get a quick swing of a reversal here and potential short squeeze. But I'm still bullish on it. This is the bottom rich and this stable, and this is going to be the main reason that we hit the goal that we're looking to hit of $2,000 within that 3-month time frame. And all we need is time on our side. That's it. We have selected correctly, we have invested, and now we just need that time. That's it. Until then, we ride it out and we use what we have left to secure other positioning that would help for additional resources into this stable. So other than that, we have been accumulating from LCDL. All right, that is the Granite Shares 2x long Lucid Daily ETF. So we've accumulated a total of three thus far. So now we're at a total of six that we've actually accumulated when we look at it up to date. Yeah, there's six that we've actually accumulated. And again, we've been doing this though with little capital. So you know what I mean? Imagine once this opens up, how we're gonna be able to, perform. But look, we've been doing this with little capital. So you're taking $6.28, you throw it in there, you know what I mean? You have 10 shares and then you move on and you just keep moving like that. And that's pretty much how you do it. So we're adding them on, we're keeping them, and the stock is continuing to move upward. So it's definitely one that we're gonna continue to rinse and repeat, and we're gonna continue to monitor the progress. You know what I mean? But again, this is the 2x version of Lucid. So you could just look at the Lucid chart and see where we are. But as you can see, we've already proven here that this is a stable ground for us. And maybe we retest it again, possibly. But from here, it looks like we're looking upward. Or we can maybe consolidate for a little bit. Whatever the case, this is still one that we're going to continue to seek to add more shares of. And once we get to 100, then we now can rent those out. You know what I mean? As a contract, in a contract form. So that's the beauty of us hustling and grinding our way up with these. It looks like it's going to be a slow grind, but right now, we're making progress, and that's the most important thing. The fact that we are making progress. All right. So other than that, there's been no changes to the account. Prop has went down a lot, as with fall and of natural gas and gas and oil. But we're seeing now what might be new life going to pop into the picture. They report earnings uh, this afternoon once the bell closes. So we'll see what happens with that. Um, from the chart standpoint, I mean, the option has went down, so now we could get it at a cheaper price, but we held on to the three options that we have. And as you can see from the chart, you know, it's looking like we're starting to get some support here. This is a candle that um, currently looking like it's very close and balanced to indecision, but you know, either way, we closed above that EMA 5. So I like to see that for a continuation. We're not looking to get rid of any of ours anytime soon. We're actually looking to add on. You know what I mean? Now, 1 hour, everything looks good. Everything looks good. So, um, yeah, we're going to just continue to ride this one out. And as we can, we will add on to it and continue to go from there. But everything looks good. We'll find out what the earnings look like. Another one who will report earnings tonight will be FFAI, and again we hold that in a long leap contract. So we went point 0.5 strike from January 15th up to 27. All right, so we got that. We still holding that. Any good? Well, any news could be good or bad news with this particular stock, but I'm being very optimistic and hoping for the best. We brought this one in the stable because it's more of a speculation, but um, noticing the run of LCDL slash Lucid LCID, um, yeah, I think that we could follow that. You know what I mean? When the EVs run, this could be a great performer. And with the contract that we're in right now, you know, we'd be in the money very, very fast. And those contracts could inflate very, very fast once it breaks past 50 cents. So, something to look for, something to be very, very conscious of. Now, mind you, those are for RRI, which is rapid return investing, and they've got something up their sleeves coming soon. So it'll be very interesting to see, um, see how this plays out. Other than that, everything's been the same. Now we're keeping our eyes on CMPX. We now have our eyes locked in on a very, very, very different type of stock. Now, no, I am the penny stock pimp. I am known to pimp what they say. My man Eddie Murphy said it the best when he said, you know, about the $5 halt. I'm known to pimp under $5. That's my thing. That's where I reign. King Supreme when it comes to that type of thing. However, I've been laying low, you know what I mean, and trying to look for other things. But this opportunity just kept calling me, and it just presented itself very, very nicely today, along with another stock that I will talk about in my stocks to not segment, which I'll probably do on a total different video because this stock is very, very interesting because they offer dividends. And, when you start seeing things like that come through the pipeline, you know what I mean, through the stream that I'm normally fishing, that's a lovely thing to see. For those who are interested in dividends and, the passive income, this is a beautiful thing. And I'm going to talk to you about that in another video myself. Now, I do want to take note and let's look at these two stocks since they are something that's going to be um, now that we're going to be adding to the pipeline. Oh yeah, coming into the stable now. Just a little quick starter here. And note, I'm not using a lot of cash, and I would suggest if you plan these, like, you know, don't use a whole bunch of cash, like, you know what I mean, but play it the safe way. Now here a starter position of 25 shares. It's not bad, but when I see this is very, very good signs of a showing of a reversal. All right. First of all, we're looking at the fact that it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days since we've touched the EMA 5. All right. Always shout out my man, Reverse Trader King. That was my mentor. That's who I got the game from. So I always want to shout him out when I look at things like this that I've learned from him. But what we see though is that this pattern here, how we'll close, will definitely show us that this is a reversal sign in the making. All right. So go ahead and get out of those short positions and time to cover. Now, that's a good thing. Time to cover means for us also it's a time to buy because now those who have been in those short positions are now covering, which means that they have to buy the stock in order to cover their short position. So that will escalate the stock's movement up higher at a faster pace. And that's why I love the reversals because you can get in before the shock. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, with a stock like this that's been beaten down like this, there's going to be a shock. It's going to be a shock if this thing just immediately pops up past this. We break 20, get into this 24.96, region range, possibly break that to hit this EMA 10. So I'm looking at 24 cents here. 24, 25 cents. You know what I'm saying? From here, that's a great move. That's a great move right there. But everything looks good to me. So that's something that I'm definitely interested in. All right. Other than that, we were looking at this stock that, like I said, I believe it just has a lot of room to run now. And, you know, picking up nice pace here. You can see the buyers coming in. So it's going to be a lot of covering still on this, and so we're going to be continuing to look at this and to try to work ourselves into this. Now we've just broken past this area here of resistance, so if we can close above that, that's definitely good signs. If we don't, I mean, it's still good signs because this is something that has definitely had a tremendous drop. But again, like I said, um, to be able to pick this one up right now, looking at a longer option. Yeah, 65 cents will get you one contract, you know what I mean? That's not bad. Not a bad price. Be close to the money as well. It's not a bad price at all. So definitely continue to keep our eyes on that one. And, other than that, the stable is looking decent now. It's definitely looking decent. You know what I mean? It's looking real decent. So we'll see we'll see how things work out. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, TSCO is the workhorse of this stable. And this is how we are going to pimp. Put it in my pocket. TSCO, we selected the right stock. We know we invested in it in the right options for us at this time. And we're going to go ahead and pimp off of that particular stock. And now, once it gets to that place of value, we're going to be able to be our stable and grow our stable and continue to hold on to our winners in TSCO. And it's going to be phenomenal how we do this because, like I said, not that I'm lazy, but I just want to do at least trading as possible because I believe that we as traders get in the way of the process a lot of times. So if I could just sit back and well, let them hoes just work for me, then everything will be sweet. The stable will be sweet. We will eat and everything will be great. Now, I want to leave one word of advice or encouragement before I get out of here. Young P, Pimp, P-I-I-M-P. Put it in my pocket. Peace.